Hey, what's the crack? So getting the Platinum Trophy for Uncharted 3 is a bit different from Uncharted and Uncharted 2, just because they added different types of trophies. Stick around and I'll show you how I got them. And to start this game off, the two boys are up to no good once again, and something tells me they won't be invited back to this pub. And amongst all them bodies is where the first trophy is claimed first treasure, and it's got for picking up the first treasure out of 101. To be honest, I'd leave it there with the state of that floor. And another new thing that this game shows is a young Nathan Drake, and even at that age he was collecting treasures. Nate's climbing skills were always great even at that age, but I can't tell if they're gotten better or worse after a jump like that. And we also get to see Sully saving Nate for the first time because this is where they meet. But that's enough reminiscing in the past. It's time to see the grown-up versions once again, where they are of course still in trouble and on the hunt for treasure or some lost city. During that hunt I got an accidental trophy photobomb. To acquire this trophy, all you'll have to do is hit down on the D-pad. I love the way Drake was looking at me like, really? Now, while following the people to the treasure, we discovered that they went underground. And while underground, they go with some really weird angled shots. It's like some Scooby-Doo shit. Down here is where I unlocked the next trophy, Relic Finder. And this trophy is unlocked by picking up a precursor orb. This is Drake's third precursor orb. I wonder if he could trade it in for a power cell yet. And the area I was in was probably the most appropriate place to get the trophy, Apprentice Fortune Hunter, which is got for picking up 20 treasures. I may be good at picking up treasures, but my aim is absolutely shit. And that's why I was completely caught by surprise when I got these next trophies, 20 headshots, which was for getting, believe it or not, 20 headshots. And Headshot Expert, which was for getting 5 headshots in a row. So maybe my aim isn't that bad after all. My aim was so terrible that this guy felt so bad he just decided to play dead. And after they were done with that little run-in, they were off to find a lost city. While trying to find that lost city, they come across a puzzle, and God help whoever makes these puzzles, because if they get Alzheimer's they're not going to remember them. But anyways, after using that secret passage I came across more bad guys, which led to my next trophy, Bare Knuckle Brawler, which is got for defeating 20 guys in hand-to-hand combat. You can knock the bejesus out of them or take them out from behind. So after dealing with all the guards, we found a secret underground passage, and after finding what they could, they were promptly ran out of it by the native spiders. I don't think Drake ever ran faster in his life than right now. Into new area to find out more information on this lost city. And of course, what's a new area without a few bad guys? But it does lead to another trophy, 100 headshots, which is for getting 100 headshots. So this meant my aim was getting better, right? It's not the only trophy I got dealing with the bad guys though. I did get Bare Knuckle Slugger, which is acquired for defeating 50 enemies, and I used the sneaky Nathan Drake approach. This next trophy, Skilled Fortune Hunter, was got for collecting 40 of the 101 treasures. And how did this treasure end up here of all places? And then we get to see how powerful the enemy really is, where they pull off a David Blaine type of magic trick. I mean, that would be great for birthday parties. But to be fair, the enemy isn't the only one that can pull off magic tricks. I mean, look what Drake can do. But there is one thing Drake can do that the enemy cannot, and that is earn trophies. Like this one, 30 kills GMAL, and that's for getting 30 kills with this weapon. Drake really does throw his whole body into his work, and this has to be the funniest death I've ever seen in any video game. And now we need the help of someone that should be very familiar to everyone, Elena. However, we don't need her help getting this next trophy. He's going to need a sturgeon, which is just such a clever way of saying he got hit in the face with a fish. And suddenly this game is like sleeping dogs. Okay, I battered enough enemies with fish. Let's move on to this next trophy, Blind Fire Marksman. And how you can bag this trophy is by taking out 20 enemies while in cover. And of course the bad guys don't play fair, and they make Drake try some drugs, and he starts tripping balls. And of course this leads to his capture, where he somehow turns it into some sort of fight club, and Drake goes from throwing punches to collecting riches with this next trophy, Adept Fortune Hunter, which is for collecting the 60th treasure in this game. I know some treasures can't be found by normal people, but how was this not found? And back to the more violent trophies of the game, 30 kills, Cal 7. This trophy not too difficult to get if you just hold down the trigger and pray for the best. I really love the giant set pieces in this game. They reminded me of Assassin's Creed Revelations. They were so cool. But another good thing about scaling this is claiming this next trophy, Hangman, and this trophy is for unalive unaliven 20 enemies with gunfire while you were hanging. And of course the fun did not stop there, because we got to play a real life version of You Sunk My Battleship. And the childish games did not stop there, because I decided to play hide and seek with the most annoying enemy in this game. But then I was back to collecting trophies with this next one, Marco Solo, which you get for playing in the pool on the ship. And then I got the trophy for getting 30 kills with grenades in probably the coolest way possible, I think. Also, how hated do you have to be where people are willing to die on a sinking ship just to kill you? But after escaping that ship, we move on to catch our flight and acquire our next trophy, Expert Fortune Hunter, which was for collecting 80 of the treasures. I was fairly sure I wasn't allowed to bring a gun on my flight, so I decided I'd get this trophy now, and I was getting 30 kills with the ARM micro. And after boarding the plane, let's just say we didn't have the softest of landings, but Drake did manage to walk away, because of course he did. And I genuinely can't tell if he has some great luck or some awful luck. And besides from new trophies in this game, there's also a new mechanic called a throwback, where if an enemy throws a grenade close to you, you can throw it back at them and blow them up. And that leads to one of the new trophies called Throwback Master, and it's for throwing back a grenade and defeating 2 enemies at once. And we're back once again with the weapon kills. This time it's 30 kills with the M9, and with shooting like this, I'm surprised he managed to hit anyone at all. And then somehow, of course, Drake gets rescued and gets his own horse to go rescue Sully. With Sully rescued, Drake still continues to impress with this next trophy, 30 kills, pack 80. And I think it'd be damn near impossible not to get a kill with this gun. And what's even more impressive is these guys know magic, because how did the rocket do that? So once the bad guys and their magic rockets are dealt with, we probably get the coolest shot in this game while finding the lost city. And then I got the 2 trophies, Master Fortune Hunter and Master Thief Collection, which was for collecting all 101 treasures in this game. The next trophy gained was for getting 30 kills with what was my favorite weapon, the Tau Sniper. And then I unlocked 4 trophies at once here, which were Charted Easy, the next one was Charted Normal, then Charted Hard, and finally Charted Crushing. Luckily these trophies were stackable, so I played on the hardest difficulty, Crushing. And then it was time for my least favorite part of these games, speedrunning. It wasn't all bad though, because I did manage to wrangle a few trophies while speedrunning. Like for instance, this trophy, Brute Beater. And to earn this trophy, all you have to do is dodge all of the new enemies' attacks that is a brute. And honestly, how many kicks to the balls can you take? And then after many attempts, I finally got the trophy Out of the Flame, which was for beating chapter 7 in 9.5 minutes or less. On to the next speedrunning challenge, and I earned another trophy. But it wasn't for completing the speedrunning challenge, it was for getting 30 kills with the SAS 12. And because no one ever suspects a sneaky Nathan Drake, I got the next trophy, Master Ninja. And this is earned by taking out 50 enemies from behind. And then came the next speedrunning trophy called Catch That Plane, and it was for completing chapter 16 in 12 minutes or less. On the final speedrunning challenge is where I earned the next 30 kills trophy, and it was with the T-Bolt Sniper. And not long after that, I claimed the final speedrunning trophy, My Horse is Faster, and it was for completing chapter 20 in 15 minutes. At this rate, Drake could be a pizza delivery fella. The next trophy acquired, Landshark, was probably the most fun to get, because you had to get 20 kills while remaining in the water. And I was back once again with the most dangerous game of hot potato for the trophy, Throwback. And how I bagged this trophy was by unaliving 10 enemies with a grenade toss. The next trophy unlocked was another new one called Riot Rocker, and you unlock this trophy by getting over shield guys and giving them a big hug. You had one job and you couldn't stop them. And still on the new trophies, this next one was called Combat Leapfrog, and it is gained by taking on bad guys, alternating between hand-to-hand combat and shooting them. And I got a twofer in this next one, starting with the first one, Grenade Hangman, and it's for unaliving 10 enemies with a grenade while hanging. And the next one came as a surprise, it was Run and Gunner, and you get this for unaliving 20 enemies without aiming. In the same area is where I got another grenade trophy called Dynamite Master, which you get for being too good at hot potato and unaliving 4 bad guys. And you should really make sure they're unalived, because this guy frightened the shite out of me. And now it's another gun trophy earned called Sidearm Master, and it's for clearing out 30 enemies in a row with a sidearm. And in that same vein of trophy, I got Reload Master, which actually kind of confused me because it says you have to defeat 50 enemies without auto reloading. So what I did is just after every kill, I reloaded my gun. And with all of them enemies defeated, it was no wonder I got the next trophy, Survivor, which was for unaliving 75 enemies in a row without dying. And then I got a surprise trophy of 30 kills with a Dragon Sniper Rifle. And the next trophy I claimed was also another 30 kill trophies, but this time with the Mag 5. And then it was the final 30 kills trophy, and this time it was with an RPG. And I just finished everyone off in the nick of time to earn the platinum trophy, so it could just look really cool. The rating of this game would be the same as the other two. It's going to be a 5 out of 10, all because of the crushing difficulty trophy. If you so much as sneeze on that difficulty, you could die in the game. Every other trophy in that game should be easy enough to collect. So that's how I earned the platinum trophy for Uncharted 3. It was a fun game with all the new trophy types, and if you did happen to enjoy the video, maybe consider leaving a like or even subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and goodbye.